My name's Eloise and I was involved in the design of YP Face It. So we'd like to share the results of a study about a new way of helping young people who might be bothered about the way that they look. We've built a website called YP Face It to help 12 to 17-year-olds who are concerned by any condition, any injury or treatment that affects the appearance of their face, their skin or any part of their body. This could include birthmarks, hair loss, limb loss, scars, really anything that affects the way that they look. It doesn't really matter how noticeable these differences are to healthcare professionals, because young people can worry about their appearance or get upset by other people staring, maybe teasing or bullying or asking awkward questions. And this can cause anxiety and affect their happiness, their confidence and the way they engage in school and social activities.
I was bullied terribly at school, up to a point where I stopped producing any schoolwork. And so my GP gave my parents a letter to allow them to withdraw me from school, but support and advice on how my situation, my condition, would affect my interaction with others wasn't available from my GP. If it had been, I'm sure that it would have saved a lot of heartache.
Essentially, YP Face It combines social skills training with cognitive behavioural therapy. Young people are encouraged to develop self-awareness and challenge unhelpful thinking styles. Goal setting, anxiety management and a stepped approach to social exposure are taught to promote confidence.
YP Face It provides immediate support, advice and coping strategies. It's 7 weekly sessions and uses interactive activities, videos and shared experiences from similar young people. We're currently testing it to see if we can improve confidence and self-esteem.
The aim of this study was to determine the feasibility of conducting a randomised control trial of YP Face It in a GP setting to collect the info needed to run a large trial that will determine if YP Face It improves social and psychological well-being.
We have helped researchers collect information to answer questions like, are GP practices willing and able to help us recruit young people? Does the study design work? What's it like completing YP Face It? Can we collect all the data we need? Which questionnaires shall we use to see if YP Face It helps? How much money will YP Face It cost? Plus, will it save money?
We were aiming the programme at those young people who would not meet the criteria for psychology services, and also for those young people who find it difficult perhaps to seek out support and ask for help. During the programme, the GPs and the researchers would actively monitor the scores on outcome measures and their responses whilst doing activities. If there were any concerns, the GPs would follow their established protocols, and if there are any safeguarding concerns, the researchers would discuss this with me and I would take action to make sure the families knew how to access support. I fully support the YP Face It programme because there are no indications that YP Face It has any negative impact on the social and psychological well-being of young people.
I've recognised that there is typically a lack of support for young people with appearance-specific anxiety. That's where YP Face It has been great to provide that support. Since taking part in this study, my practice has been influenced. In the past, I would have focused on treatment options for conditions such as acne, whereas now I am more inclined to encourage that young person to open up about their anxieties at home or at school and direct them towards YP Face It as a means of boosting their confidence.
I recognise that appearance is a delicate subject for GPs as well as their patients, but I know that had YP Face It been available and offered as an early intervention, then my road back to confidence would have been much quicker and easier.
This has been a very successful study. We've collected lots of information that's going to help us to now design and conduct a large definitive randomised trial of YP Face It. We'd like to thank all the young people, parents and health professionals who have helped us get to this stage.
Thank you for watching. We'd be very grateful if you could please answer a couple of questions.